January 24, 2026, tension electrifies the West Philippine Sea. A Philippine Coast Guard vessel, on a routine resupply to Ayungin Shoal, is suddenly blocked by a massive Chinese Coast Guard ship. The two ships are nearly hull to hull. Horns blare. The world watches. Filipino crew members stand their ground, outnumbered, but resolute. This is no isolated incident. Filipino fishermen are routinely harassed. Chinese ships swarm Philippine waters. Each standoff is a test of sovereignty and national resolve. The government protests, diplomats scramble, but on the water, it's the courage of the crew that counts. These sailors defend more than a shoal. They defend the nation's honor. The 2016 arbitral ruling favored the Philippines, but the tension remains. Every encounter is a high-stakes gamble. One mistake could spark a wider conflict. The professionalism and restraint of the Philippine forces are on display. Their message: the Philippines will not be bullied. Social media erupts in support. News channels provide constant updates. For 110 million Filipinos, this is personal. About food, resources, and pride. The sailors at Ayungin Shoal carry the hopes of a nation. Their bravery inspires millions. This is the daily reality of defending the Philippines. The struggle is constant, the stakes immense. The world sees a small nation standing tall. The front lines are at sea, but the impact is felt in every Filipino home. The fight for the West Philippine Sea is a fight for the country's future, and the world is watching. The West Philippine Sea is the Philippines' lifeline. Millions depend on its fish. Coastal communities rely on these waters for survival. When foreign ships block Filipino fishermen, they steal food from Filipino tables. The sea's resources, oil, gas, and fish, could power the nation's future and reduce dependence on imports. Control over these resources means jobs, lower energy costs, and economic growth. The sea lanes here are among the world's busiest. Global trade flows through these waters. Disruption would cripple the economy and raise prices for everyone. Protecting these lanes is an economic necessity, not just a military one. The West Philippine Sea is also part of the Filipino identity and heritage. Defending it is about sovereignty, pride, and the nation's soul. The islands and reefs are woven into the country's history. Surrendering these waters would mean losing a part of the Filipino spirit. That's why the people stand behind their defenders. They're not just protecting territory, they're protecting their way of life. The fight for the sea is a fight for the Filipino identity. For decades, the Philippine military focused on internal threats, insurgents in jungles and mountains. Army soldiers were the heroes, equipped for land warfare. But the world changed. The biggest threats now come from the sea and air. The West Philippine Sea standoffs forced a strategic shift. The armed forces had to look outward beyond the archipelago. Enter the AFP modernization program, a massive overhaul to defend against external threats. The focus shifted to territorial defense, new ships for the Navy, modern jets for the Air Force. Monitoring the exclusive economic zone and responding to intrusions became top priorities. This transition required new skills, new equipment, and a new mindset. The military is investing in training and reorganizing for this mission. Balancing internal and external security is now the challenge. The safety and sovereignty of the Philippines depend on this shift. The era of jungle warfare is giving way to defense of the seas and skies. The stakes are higher, the mission more complex. The armed forces are adapting, because the nation's future depends on it. The transformation is ongoing, but the direction is clear. The Philippines is building a force ready for modern threats. The front lines have moved from land to sea and sky, and the country is rising to meet the challenge. When you picture an army, you might imagine massive tanks, but not in the Philippines. The country's unique geography makes main battle tanks impractical. With over 7,600 islands, dense jungles, and few open plains, heavy tanks are more burden than asset. Moving a 60-ton tank between islands is a logistical nightmare. Narrow roads, weak bridges, and rough terrain limit their usefulness. The Army's main threats have been guerrillas, not enemy tank divisions. Light mobile vehicles are better suited for jungle and urban warfare. Instead of main battle tanks, the Army invests in lighter armor and personnel carriers. These vehicles can be quickly deployed and navigate tough terrain. The focus is on speed, flexibility, and practicality. Light tanks and APCs provide enough firepower for real-world missions. This approach saves money and fits the country's needs. The absence of heavy tanks isn't weakness, it's smart planning. The Army is tailored for the Philippines' unique challenges. It's about having the right tools, not the biggest ones. The strategy is clear: adapt to the terrain and win with mobility. The Philippine Army may lack heavy tanks, but it's far from defenseless. Its core strength light tanks like the Sabra, agile and powerful for island terrain. The Sabra's 105mm cannon packs a punch, combining mobility with firepower. Armored personnel carriers like the M113 and Guarani safely transport troops across diverse terrain. These vehicles are essential for rapid, protected movement in both cities and countryside. Artillery, such as the Atmos 2000 howitzer, delivers long-range firepower and can quickly relocate. Shoot-and-scoot tactics keep artillery units safe and effective. Soldiers are now better equipped than ever. Modern rifles, body armor, and night vision. The Army's modernization is about matching equipment to mission. From light tanks to advanced rifles, every tool is chosen for the archipelago's demands. The focus is on flexibility, mobility, and survival. The Army is evolving for the challenges of today's Philippines. It's not about massive tank battles, it's about securing the islands. The force is modern, agile, and ready. The Philippine Army is built for the fight it faces. The Philippine Air Force has transformed from toothless to formidable. The FA-50PH Fighting Eagle jets mark the return to supersonic flight and air defense. These jets patrol the skies, intercept threats, and support ground troops. Air defense is layered. Spider missile systems now protect key locations from air attacks. Fighter jets and ground-based missiles create a strong shield over the nation. Air transport is vital for an island nation. C-130 Hercules and C-295 planes move troops and supplies quickly. These aircraft are lifelines during disasters and military operations. Helicopters like the T-129 ATAC and Black Hawk provide attack power and rapid mobility. They deliver troops, evacuate wounded, and reach remote areas. In both war and peace, helicopters are first responders. The Air Force's modernization is about flexibility and reach. Every new aircraft strengthens national defense and disaster response. The skies are no longer undefended. The Air Force is ready for any challenge, at home or at sea. The Philippines now commands its own airspace. The Philippine Navy is transforming from a fleet of relics to a modern maritime force. Jose Rizal-class frigates, armed with missiles and advanced sensors, now patrol the West Philippine Sea. These warships project power and signal resolve far from shore. New corvettes and offshore patrol vessels fill the gaps, monitoring the exclusive economic zone. Their constant presence deters illegal fishing and maritime threats. Amphibious ships like the Tarlac class can land troops or deliver aid anywhere in the archipelago. They're vital for both military operations and disaster relief. The BrahMos anti-ship missile system is a game-changer, creating a no-sail zone for aggressors. Land-based missiles and ship-launched weapons give the Navy real teeth. The Navy's modernization is about credible deterrence and rapid response. Every new ship and missile strengthens the nation's maritime defense. The Philippines is serious about protecting its waters. The Navy is now a force to be reckoned with. The fleet is growing, modernizing, and ready for any threat. The seas are no longer unguarded. The Philippine Navy stands watch. The Philippines is not alone in defending its sovereignty. Its alliance with the United States is the cornerstone of its defense. The Mutual Defense Treaty means an attack on one could bring both nations to action. Regular joint exercises like Balikatan sharpen skills and build trust. Filipino troops train with American forces, learning advanced tactics and using modern equipment. These drills prepare both sides for real-world crises. Beyond the U.S., partnerships with Japan, Australia, and South Korea are growing. Allies provide ships, training, and diplomatic support. Japan supplies patrol vessels. Australia trains troops in urban and maritime security. These relationships create a network of support and deterrence. Many new weapons and systems come from allied nations, speeding up modernization. Favorable terms and technology transfers help build Philippine capabilities. Alliances multiply the country's strength and influence. Working with friends, the Philippines can better secure its territory. Together, they uphold peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. Military strength isn't just about hardware. New ships, jets, and missiles matter, but people matter more. The heart of the armed forces is the Filipino soldier, sailor, airman, and marine. Their courage and love for country are the true foundation of defense. It's the sailor facing down a larger ship, the pilot patrolling vast skies, the soldier guarding remote villages. This spirit is forged in a history of struggle and independence. The Filipino people share this resolve, supporting their defenders. Unity between the military and the people creates national will. The world sees a nation that will not be broken. The Philippines may not have the largest military, but it has unbreakable spirit. Strength comes from the right equipment, strong alliances, and unwavering resolve. The new ships and jets are symbols of resurgence, but the true power lies in every Filipino willing to defend their home. The fight for the Philippines is a fight for its future. And that future is in determined hands.